Welcome to our next video by Howard Piano Industries. Here we're going to be showing you in this video today how to lubricate the hammer butt leathers as well as the Whippen heel felts. Okay, a couple of points that can cause excess friction in the action. So something real easy using microfine PTFE powder, which we have available in our store. To lubricate both those points. Okay, here we've got our vertical piano action, and we've got it in an action cradle so that we can more easily access the points that we're trying to get at here. Basically we're going for the hammer butt felt, or hammer butt leather I should say. Here we've got a hammer butt that's out of the piano so that you can see it a little bit more closely. This is the hammer butt, catcher shank, the catcher that catches the back check, and then it's this point right here, this leather, that we're going to be lubricating, because the jack actually slides up and down on that leather, and we want that to be a smooth movement. So lubricating that leather is going to help, as well as having a smooth jack top. But so right here, here again is your catcher and your hammer butt, and then the hammer butt leather is right in here. Okay, so we're going to take the PTFE powder. Just put a little bit on our. I've got the brushes here that we sell for glue and Teflon powder, and just put a little bit of powder on your brush, not too much or you make kind of a mess. Okay, and then you're going to reach in and brush that leather. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to take some kind of a steel rod or screwdriver blade or something that you can reach in with. I've got just a little metal rod here, and we're going to reach in and burnish that that powder into the leather. Okay, and what that'll do is that make it nice and smooth and slippery for the jack to slide on. Okay, and again, what I'm doing here is just I put the powder on the butt leather, and then I just kind of rub this here with the metal. Okay, you can use a brass rod or anything smooth. Okay, so basically, and then you'll go through and do that, and you do have to drop the Whippens down in most cases to be able to access that. So you'll just unhook your bridle strap, and then let the Whippen drop down. Okay, so I'm going to put these bridle straps back on. Okay, but you'll want to go through and lubricate all 88 hammer butt leathers. Now, if your hammer butt leather is worn, if you see a real deep divot in it, you want to replace that. But then that's something we also have available. Okay, the next thing we're going to be showing is to lubricate the Whippen heel. Okay, down here we've got the Whippen. Right underneath it on the bottom is should be a piece of felt that sits on top of the capstan. So here I'm going to loosen these bolts so that we can turn the action in our action cradle, so we have access to those Whippen heel felts. Okay, so now here we've got our Whippen heel felts. If you can see, as you can see in these, there's a pretty deep divot from the capstan. So you may want to consider replacing that. Again, it's a fairly simple job to replace it. Just remove the old felt and glue new action felt cloth of the same thickness onto there. And you can even brush these a little bit with a stiff brass bristle brush, okay, to liven them up a little bit. But once, even when you're installing new felt, it's a good idea to lubricate it. So again, this is just taking the brush, putting a little bit of powder on it, okay, and then brushing that powder onto the felt, Okay, right, especially right where mostly where the capstan hits it, and then brushing that or rubbing that powder into the felt. Okay, so that you get a nice smooth feel. Okay, so that's the process of doing it, and again, you go through and do it to all 88 Whippens. Fairly simple process, but just one of those steps that gives you that nice, much nicer feel to the action, and removes some of that excess friction that you find. So, if you have any questions, just feel free to visit our website, howardpianoindustries.com.